in a few hours. How did it go? Post your score. If you got anything less than...
Right. I am live. Great, I'm live. Okay. So today I want to talk to you guys about like big guy problems, big guy stuff, big guy problems. Stuff that like happens to us big guys that is generally kind of like a problem. I mean, I would say annoying, but there's like genuine problems that other people have with being a large person, and stuff like that. And I don't really have them, so I can't really tell you. I mean, the only things that really bug me about my size is the simple fact that I know I could hurt somebody, you know. Like if I fell over, if I tripped or something when I'm with my nephews, I could murder them. I could, well, manslaughter them. You know, if they were walking in front of me and I basically tripped over onto them, they would die. That would be that's like a thing. Granted, it's not very like a huge possibility. So, yeah. And for most adults, it seems to be quite a fun thing for people. No, that's a terrible thing to say, but it's kind of true. But yeah, like, I don't really have anything, apart from the actual size issue. Like, I've only got, like, a few things. So, one thing is, the one thing that bugs me is fitting in places, just fitting like in places. Excuse me. Fitting in places. Mainly so far, it's basically just been showers, chairs, and booths. Showers, chairs, and booths. Main three. You know, showers. Either the door itself or basically the actual shower itself is usually too small for me. I can only get in, but I can't actually do anything useful. I'm not breaking the thing apart or anything. It's just that it's annoying to actually get in there. Oh, toilets. The four things. Toilets. Yeah, so like showers. Talk about showers. Yeah. Like if I go to my mother's place, she's got a regular size shower unit, and basically it's one of these closing doors, like a smoothed off corner things and stuff. And of course, like her and my dad, basically they can get in it fine. I don't know if they can do it together. I'm not asking that ever. Basically. But I can't get into it by myself. I can't actually get through the door anymore. That's the big issue. I can't actually physically fit through the door. It doesn't open up enough for me to get in there. It's really annoying. So mainly I have to, whenever I go there, I normally have like a flannel bath. You know, I just kind of just like wash myself with a flannel if I need to. Or I use the showers at the beach because they live like right on the nearly right on the water. So there's like a shower. There's an open air shower there, just so you can wash off your feet or your socks or whatever. But basically, I have actually used that before. Well, Panafox, you're about the same size as me, so you get it. You get it. It's annoying, isn't it? What was the second thing I said? So we covered showers. Was it seats? Seats, I think, and then it was booths, and then it was toilets. So yeah. So yes, seats. So basically, anything with arms that isn't adjustable or isn't made specifically to be wide enough is a problem. Basically, I've been stuck in seats before. You know, I've broken chairs before. It's annoying, but yeah. Plane seats. You guys know all about the plane seats thing. It's not really a huge issue, but it can be over long haul flights, I guess. Yeah. It doesn't really bug me, even if I was to get bigger. Basically, I don't think it would even bug me then. It's more of a pain that I know it's going to be a pain for other people. It's more of a pain for other people, you know. Like if it's a movie theater, I usually make sure that I get a seat that's on the end of something, just so that so that my partner can basically he gives it down, and then I'll sit next to him, and we both agree that if the arm doesn't come up, if the arm doesn't come off or go up, then basically I just don't do that. then basically it's mine. It's basically that arm is mine. Both of the arms on either side of me are mine. So yeah. But yeah, there are of course so anything with arms I usually don't sit on, and anything that looks intentionally kind of like it's anything that just doesn't look right. You know, anything that doesn't look sturdy is kind of an out. It's like nope. Like when I went to Cornwall to visit my parents with my partner, with Damon. We went to the Eden Project, and it's a big artificial indoor environment. There's like 3 different types of them. There's a Mediterranean one, there's an Amazonian one, and then there's just a regular kind of humid one, rainforest one. And that's great and everything, but they have an eating area, and it's filled with these fold-up chairs that they're made out of the exact same kind of metal that I've already destroyed one of these chairs. So basically, they also have like these stools that were like in another area, in another eating area, that were basically just tree trunks, cut off tree trunks that have been like treated and varnished and stuff. So I basically just hoisted one of those up and then brought it over to where we were sitting, and had to sit on one of those. Slightly awkward because parents, you know, but it wasn't a big deal. It wasn't a big deal. Yeah. So there's seats, booths. Booths are the bane of my existence. Not rarely though. Not rarely. Like I can squeeze myself into a booth. I can. Most booths I can actually squeeze myself into, but there are some they're getting smaller. It's not me. They really are getting smaller because Damon and a couple of my friends who basically aren't bigger and aren't rounder and stuff, basically they are having problems with booths as well. It's not just me. But yeah, most booths are just impossible. Like if it's high up enough, I can actually sit like this, because it will be the table will be up here, and at least my chest can get into the booth, you know. So yeah, but most of the time I have to sit on the end of booths, and it's fine. It's not a big deal. Like I said, it's not really. None of these are real issues, you know. But yeah. Oh, and bathrooms. The next thing we have is bathrooms, and this is a new one, fairly new. For example, on trains and stuff, I have to take a lot of trains to go to London, to go to my parents, to basically go anywhere in the UK. I get the train, you know, and they usually have 2 varieties of toilets. One, the main variety that seems to be the most popular, the oldest one and stuff like that, is the corner unit, which is about half the size of this room, and I need 2 of this room. I need a full room, to basically be okay and be comfortable. And it's not even the actual size of the actual bathroom. I normally can fit into the bathroom. It's usually that all the doors open inwards. Why would you do that? You either have a sliding door or you have a door that opens outwards. What the fuck? You know? Always with the doors opening inwards. And they usually are like this wide, like literally this wide. The doors are this wide. So I already have a problem getting in whenever I have to go. Whenever I have to go to the toilet, I basically have to squeeze myself in. And I don't mind, but I've had weird, obnoxious looks from people when I do it. And once I'm in, I have to kind of like put my belly into the sink area. Fuck off. Have to put my belly into the sink area and kind of like manhandle the door behind me and then close it. And then basically I've got the rest of the bathroom and stuff. And then of course getting out of it is a pain in the ass too. But no, I've always had that problem with those bathrooms. They usually have the other type of bathroom though, which is a lot easier because it's meant for disabled people. It's for disabilities. And that's basically it's a big space. It's almost the size of this room, and basically it has a big rolling sliding door with like so that you can get a whole wheelchair in there if need be. I guess I'm guessing that's what that's for. It's usually on the disabled seating area in trains, which by the way is one of my favorite seating areas because they usually have like a chair by itself, like with nobody next to it, with no booth or no table or anything, so that I can actually sit there near the toilet if I needed to be there. But yeah, what I'm noticing more and more is they happen to be other places now. This type of toilet seems to be very, very common. I went to Germany for fuck's sake, and they had one of these toilets, where basically it was an everything in one room toilet. It wasn't a disabled toilet. It was just a small bathroom with a sink and a toilet and basically one door. And they always open inwards. And I have no idea what it is. Unlike trains though, they are wide enough for you actually to get through. So that's good. But even when I'm in those toilets, it's slightly hard because the doors open inwards, so I have to kind of like move myself around just to get back to the fucking bathroom. So yeah, there's that. There's those issues. But yeah, I mean, I have other issues like I can't tie my shoes anymore. But then again, I basically I've got a solution for that, and that is basically I put my socks on first, and I put everything on, and then my shoes I put on last. Basically, I put my shoes on. I've got boots basically, and they're already pre-tied up. I already tied the knot in them, and I can kind of slip them on easily enough for me. Kind of, it's still a struggle, but again, it's not really that huge of a deal. Because when I'm at home anyway, I basically don't wear socks. I just wear like I have these slipper shoes, and that's it. So yeah, peeing. That's gonna get a little bit graphic here now. Bathrooms again. Pooping and peeing are harder when you're a big guy. Not actually the actual act. It's more of the case that it's actually getting harder. This is one of the ways that I noticed that I was getting bigger is because basically I'm having a hard time reaching my junk from a standing up position because like I'm only just touching it now. My back isn't completely straight. If I straighten my back, I can't reach. I'm just holding belly, you know. So I have to actually bend to actually do that. I can't see my junk. I can't see where I'm aiming. That's normally not the problem, but that's the problem with peeing, I guess. You know, it's mainly the reaching now. It's getting a bit of an issue, just a bit of an issue. But no, pooping. Oh my god, again, a bit graphic, but I'm going to explain it anyway because whatever. Yeah, pooping is fine. Not all toilets. Our toilet is fairly robust. Not all toilets are like ours. Yeah, there was a friend. I had a friend who basically I was super worried that I ruined his toilet because basically it was a floating thing that was off of the wall, and I had to poop. So I pooped, and basically just as I was about to stand up, the entire toilet tipped forward, and then when I stood up, it bounced back, and I was like, "Oh my god, did I just break his toilet? Fuck." It was fine, by the way. It was fine. Spoilers, it's fine. The toilet was fine. It basically been doing that for ages. It basically just it's mobile. Whoever installed the toilet didn't actually put it into the wall good enough when he had his bathroom remodeled. So it's not my fault. And the toilet still works because it's like it's different kind of tubing or piping. I don't know what's. I'm not a plumber. I do not know. But it basically seems to work anyway, so that's fine. But yeah, yeah, it's the wiping. It's just the wiping. I cannot reach my butthole. I just can't. It's just not a thing. You know. So what I used to do in the past, and this is fairly new. This is again one of the things that I found out that I'm maybe a bit too big to do now is wipe my own butt properly, because basically what I used to do in the past was I used to basically put my arm in between my legs and then kind of like force my arm. It doesn't hurt, by the way. Just the toilet rim bowl kind of just pushes my arm when I sit back down, sit back down naturally, kind of forces my arm into position where I could actually wipe my own butt. Because if I didn't have that toilet rim, I wouldn't be able to do it. I could just barely get to my taint, I think that's what it's called. But now I'm actually getting to the point where I can't actually reach it. So what I normally do is I do the back bit, which is very, 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 very uncomfortable for me. I go from the back, and that causes all sorts of different problems. Okay, just saw an idiot spider try to crawl in my window. In the cavity that is the window. It just fell down the little chute. Yeah, so I can wipe my butt, but it's not as easy as it used to be, and bending this way is also an issue because I've got a lot of back and side fat, and it kind of just squishes in a very uncomfortable way, and yeah, it's fine though. I am fine, you know. I do have a friend who basically has a really cool toilet that basically shoots water at your butt. At your butt, not out your butt. It shoots water at your butt. And then a little fan thing happens in the bowl and it dries your butt. It's like, so cool. But annoyingly, not every toilet has this. And I'm not going to carry around a toilet seat with me, a specialized toilet seat. So, yeah. I think that's all of the problems, including the embarrassing one. So there we go. They're the only big guy problems I've got. I do not have a problem with sleep. Apart from bed sizes being a little bit too small if I'm with my partner, basically. I do find that like I keep waking up just at the edge of the bed. And that's mainly because I'm wide enough that basically the edge of the bed is always quite close to me. So yeah. Yeah. But no, that's it. I think that's it. Unless you guys have any questions for me about that, then like I'm done with the topic. I'm going to read some of the chat because I haven't been ignoring it, but I've been talking. It's strange to fit back in booths. I'm starting to fit back in booths, but seats are okay. Okay, so you're not that bad, folks. I hate that you hate the small bathrooms. I think that's what you said when I said the small bathrooms. Yeah, they are annoying. They're just annoying. Why do that? And I swear to God, most people have a problem with those, even if they're not my size. You know. I've seen the parody in commercials. Can't see the junk because of belly. Yeah. Why do I want to look at my junk anyway? It's not that pretty. It's just the penis. Faulty toilet. Bidet. No, this was actually in the toilet, built into the toilet. It wasn't. I know what a bidet is. Okay, but this was actually built into the toilet. This is like part of their toilet. It's really kind of cool. It's kind of cool. You feel nice and clean for ages. But yeah. So as long as you're all right, Tubbs, that's what matters to me. Well, yeah. But yeah. So does anybody have any other big guy problems? You know? Oh, somebody mentioned clothes. I think it was clothes. Hey.
Yeah, that was me.
Where is it?
Yeah, basically said,
Wait.
that's not how they actually, they're talking about how hard it was to find something in their size that was like,
I turn off one annoying sound problem and I get another annoying sound problem. Are you dead? Are you dead? Oh, it's a moth. Get out. You're dead already, I know, but get out. See, I need that on though because there are an incredibly large amount of bugs annoying me tonight. But whatever. Oh, here it is. I've heard that it can be particularly hard to find good clothing. Yes.
yeah, like clothing that's actually like affordable or like, you know, just sizes for big guys, except if you go to like a big and tall store, except they have like just like really not great clothing though. So that's what I've heard about it. I don't know from experience.
Well, for me, I've never had a problem with clothing, getting clothes and stuff. It just hasn't been an issue really. I mean, there are like whenever I've needed like something especially, you know, for like a suit or something. If I needed to go to like a wedding, then you know, just a quick online web search, and I found like I found waistcoats, and I found there's a site called Jacamo in the UK that basically does big and tall clothing, and they advertise quite a lot on TV and online and stuff. So basically, I just remembered that, and I just typed that in when I couldn't find the right trousers I wanted. And even then, I'm okay with I can tailor. You know, I did my own uniform and stuff when I was in the Navy. Basically, you know, I got my stuff, and then because I've got shorter legs but thick thighs and thick legs, it's usually very easy to. So I thought I heard something. Oh, no, it's just a fly. Yeah, it's normally quite easy for me to like take up the legs and stuff. But yeah, sleeves and stuff as well. I used to do that for like for sleeves on jackets and stuff. But yeah, so again, it's not really an issue for me, but yeah, most t-shirts come in like huge sizes anyway now.
That's good.
And trousers, I basically, like I said, I've already got a few though in big sizes, and I don't think I'm going to need any more trousers in the near future, especially since one of my jeans is actually too big for me because they're designed to go around my belly, not my actual waist. So yeah, I'm good.
Cool.
Yeah, it's warm without the fan on. I'm not going to put the fan back on. But yeah, I don't really. What size trousers do you wear, Tubbs? 54s. They're my biggest ones. All my other ones are 52s, and they still go around me, which is weird because my waist is actually 55 inches, so I don't know how that equates. Jeff, I do very, 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 very limited tailoring stuff. You know, like I said, I've had to do it so many times in the past that I know how to take up my own trousers. You know.
That's a good skill to have. I need to probably learn for myself because I often have 5 pants where the legs are just way too long for me. So
Yeah. What size is everyone else? Everybody put your size in the chat. Oh, I just hate most shirts. They don't make bigger sizes. Or t-shirts or actual shirts. Because I can relate to that.
I just jumped from a 34 to a 36.
36. You're smaller than I am. I'm 38.
Yeah, I'm not too big.
Do you want to be bigger? I don't know what the...
Oh, I don't really care.
Ah. Well, I don't know. Yeah, that's what I mean. I don't know everybody's you know, gainer orientation is and stuff.
Yeah, I'm not really a gainer. Just whatever. I don't care.
Yeah. Oh yeah, I just like food. I like eating. So
I like being full. That's my main thing. That's what I live for. Well, I'm not kidding. That is, you know,
No, yeah, I know.
I live for that, like, really nice, satisfied, over-satisfied feeling. It's like,
I haven't really heard before, Tubbs. That's actually different. Yeah, that's something I haven't heard before. The satisfaction of being full. And I suppose I understand it because I don't know. I think I kind of get it myself a little bit, but
yeah, I just it's the thing that gets me hard. What can I say? You know. I just realised I haven't scanned in that picture, so I'm going to do that. I'm actually going to try to finish it off while I'm on stream tonight.
Cool.
One of the other things I wanted to do topic-wise tonight, because I didn't think that this would be a huge topic, is because it is was going to have another topic, and that topic was going to be just productivity and stuff, because I've got like tons of stuff to do.
Productivity. I know I'm lacking in that department. Definitely because whenever I have something I want to do, like I'll actually, and it won't be intentional, but I'll like find distraction, and I'll distract myself doing the thing that I'm trying to finish, and it sucks so much because I don't know how to change it.
You don't know how to manage it.
Yeah.
Well, like, yeah, I just want to address Panafox's thing. Panafox, there's not much you can do about that. You can basically try to find, if you like a specific design and stuff, then you can usually shop around online for that specific design. You know, often the online store version of whatever store that you go to will have more range in sizes and stuff.
Oh yeah, Panafox. If you're talking about the like just the normal graphic tees that Hot Topic has, I know that they steal a lot of stuff from like Threadless, and a lot of the shit you can just get on Redbubble. Just search for that and it's there. But if you're talking about the button ups and stuff, it's like all exclusive merch. There's like no way to get that elsewhere. I used to work at Hot Topic.
Oh no.
Know the ins and outs, yeah.
Sorry, I just got a mental image of like emo Itchy.
Yeah, no. I wasn't that bad.
Do you have anything that's pink? I don't think I have anything.
I used to buy shirts Hot Topic all the time.
They still have some pretty cool stuff now and then. I got like a homecoming, you know, the sweatshirt that Peter Parker wears in the homecoming, like his makeup.
That's awesome. Yeah.
Yeah, I got one that looks like just like that. It's like my favorite hoodie.
I was actually watching a video on that today. They were saying like it was kind of based off Ben Riley's clothing in the comic. So that's pretty cool.
Yeah, it's awesome.
Panafox says, "Hey, emo isn't that bad." I didn't say it was. I just said I had a mental image of itchy emo Itchy.
Emo Itchy. Is that gonna be a thing now?
Sure.
Do I have anything that's yellow?
My band was more teen than emo. If you guys know the difference.
You can just Chris with long bangs just coming over his eyes.
That was a thing. Yeah, that was totally a thing.
Oh dear. Ooh, this
Probably why I went blind.
What the fuck color is that?
Do you want us to tell you?
No, it's just that it looks brown, but it's the actual tip looks purplish to me. It's probably just brown. I'm gonna test it out. I love that it basically is. It's like super hot here, but it's like I got like a random like weather warning alert saying that like everybody prepare for flooding across the UK. And it's like, fuck off.
I would like that here, please. Yes, thank you. Yeah, it was like plus 100 today. I was like walking outside and just sweating instantly.
I like it. What the hell was with? I swear I've got a bunch of regular same colors.
I love your bareback shirt, by the way.
Did you see my how to fist bump shirt?
I did not see it yet, no.
No? Oh, it's really awesome. I've got to show it at some stage.
Okay. Did I tell you guys about the how I saw like someone
breaking up a bit, dude.
Yeah, I don't know. Is that better?
I think so.
Okay.
Sorry, I am listening, but I'm just slightly distracted on the talking front.
Oh, no, you're cool.
Okay.
It's kind of a funny story. I was watching Big Hero 6 in theaters, and it was kind of a vacant theater. It was like me, my friend, and my sister up top, and this one guy was kind of odd and eccentric. He could have like sat anywhere in the theater. It was pretty like empty, and he sat on the same row as us, one seat over from me. So I thought that was a little odd. But yeah, we're watching the movie, and he's being like really loud at certain parts, like kind of talking to the theater. And when spoiler alert, minor spoiler alert, when things start to go really bad for Baymax, I was starting to get really emotional, and then like to my left, he's just yelling, no, 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 like over and over again for like probably a good solid, at least 35 seconds straight. And it kind of like took me out of the moment. This is kind of funny.
I can imagine.
I've never had anything like that happen in this theater.
I don't like that Zarmania theater. If it's not like, well, I mean, because like sometimes it's alright, you know. I remember going to see Infinity War, and then just people like gasping and being like, "Oh shit!" at certain parts. So I'm just like, yeah, that's a good reaction to have.
Yeah.
But like, if it's like that sort of theater, like that T said, where it's just like mostly empty, and then just no, beside you,
Basically, it was a bunch of like had to do with all of the all of the noisy people that had chosen to shoot themselves or stab themselves or whatever in the middle of the theater.
Oh yeah, I almost got stabbed during it. What? Yeah, last year when it came out, I almost got shanked.
Why?
Because I took my friend to see it, and there was like a couple people in the back, and in the very front section, there was like these two dudes that were like shit-faced, and they would not shut the fuck up for a solid, I think we were good like 20 minutes into the movie, and it just got really old. Because people just kept trying to be nice and like shush them, and they kept laughing them out of it, and they kept on smiling, just like shut up, like yelled at them enough where they could hear it. And then they got up and were trying to be all tough guy. And this one dude was like 6 foot something, and the other one was shorter. So they got up and started walking to me. I was like, oh shit, here we go. So I got up and started walking to them, and because I wanted to be standing up, not sitting down if they're gonna come over and start something.
yeah.
And they were like, what did you just say? What did you just say? And basically were saying that I shouldn't have said shut up, and I should have been polite about it, quote unquote. And I basically just said, you're a grown-ass man. I shouldn't have to tell you to be quiet in the movie theater anyways. And so then they started getting like super violent. They pushed my friend down, and I picked him up. He like hit his head on the rail, like the rail on the siding. So I picked him up, and I like got in between the two of them, and like pushed my friend back a little bit to like get some distance from between the two of them, because I didn't want him to get messed with. Because he's a little bit shorter than I am. And then the shorter one pulls out a knife. He has like a almost foot long knife that I have no idea where he was concealing that. But he pulled that out and was like putting it in our face. And it was like freaking out and like cussing and all this. And I was like, dude, it's really not that big of a deal. If you really want to talk during a movie that badly, we'll just leave. And so I was like, we're gonna go. And then he was like, no, we're gonna leave. We'll catch you outside. So then they left, and yeah, it was this whole thing. That was fun. The police did nothing, by the way. They said that it was a he said, she said scenario, and I was like, you can go in the theater and question literally anyone sitting in there, and they will vouch for us. for not being the one with the knife. Because when the cops caught him, they said that we assaulted them with the knife. And then I was like, please search them for the knife. Please, please, please. And they did. So apparently they stashed it or threw it away before they got caught. So, yeah, it was just not fun.
Yeah, that doesn't sound like a good time.
It just sounds like a kind of situation where, like, I would be like, I probably would have got myself stabbed.
Yeah, I really, really wanted to like take it out of his hand or something, but like,
Well, no,
thinking back on it. But when you're in the moment, your heart's just like pounding out of your chest. It's like, please, don't stab me.
well, even then, I kind of like, it's sort of a ballsy and kind of a cowardish kind of thing to do, but basically I would have said something like, you know, it's like, so you need a knife to basically think that you can beat me up. That's it.
That's not exactly what my friend said. He was like, really, dude, you're gonna pull a knife on us? Like, this isn't that big of a deal. And he's the one who just got shoved. And he was just like, really? But yeah, we didn't like run off or anything. I was kind of looking back on it, proud of ourselves for not being pussies about it, but at the same time, it's like, what a stupid fucking reason to attempt to stab someone. Or just to even threaten to stab someone because they told you to shut the fuck up. Not even in that way, just to shut up. There was no cussing involved. I think he just got really pissed and I was like, really, you're a grown-ass man. I don't need to tell you to be quiet in a movie that we all pay $10 to watch.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm kind of on that approach. I've actually done that in my security job where, like, basically this one guy, he was, like, in the store and he was trying to take something out the store. And thankfully, we stopped him because I had, like, followed him around the store. And he basically took issue with me following him. I'm just like, I'm just doing my job. You know, just whatever.
He took offense to it.
So we get to the checkout line, and then he proceeds basically say, "F you, whatever, don't," or like, "I'm gonna find you on the street" or something like that. He's like basically threatening me. I'm just like, so you're gonna beat me up because you didn't manage to take anything, and I followed you the whole way. That's a really stupid reason to beat me up. That's dumb. Because even if that quote unquote happens, there's gonna be another security guard that's gonna be placed in that same location who's gonna be doing the exact same thing as I do. So
Yeah. So some people are just stupid. I mean, it's just like when my it's like when my brother punched me. You know, he punched me really hard. He got me right in the face, and it was just like there was a whole situation. I think I've already told this on stream before. Jeff probably has heard this before, but basically, I was having a very tough phone call with an ex, and basically, like my brother was trying to talk to me, and he was in my doorway of my room.
Jesus Christ.
So basically, I was in the middle of the phone call, and I just just before I hung up, I basically pushed him out of the room and shut my door because I already told him that basically I don't want to talk to you right now. I'm in the middle of a phone call, and that's just my brother. But no, when I did that, I didn't know this at the time. But when I shut the door, he basically had turned around and tried to actually come back into the room after I pushed him out of the way of the door, and basically the bottom of his toe basically caught the underside of the door, and it really hurt him. And yeah, normally I would have been like, oh my god, I'm really sorry, let's take a look at this. But at the time I didn't know that happened. All that happened afterwards, after I put my phone onto my bed, was that basically my door opened and my brother punched me right in the face, the hardest punch that he could muster. And basically I basically wrestled him to the ground. I basically just I pinned him to the ground. And was just like just telling him to stop and telling him to calm down and stuff. And then like and then of course like my parents came in and they they broke us up, even though I'd already kind of contained the situation. But yeah, it was all kind of like we were all kind of happy shiny afterwards, and just say like all that stuff about it, just like we were both apologizing to each other and brothers. It happens. And I explained to him why I was in a mood and all that stuff. But no, like a little while after that, he basically was having an argument with me in front of his friends, and basically I still had I had a black eye because he punched me in the face, and it was this whole big thing of like he was kind of boasting to his friends that he had won the fight.
Oh my god!
When I was there and stuff like that, and it's like. It's, when I contradicted him on something else, he basically said, "Oh yeah, but remember who gave you that black eye?" And I was like, "Well, you did, but remember who won the fight?" He was like, he was like, me, I won the fight, and he basically just like thinks that he won the fight just because he got one good punch in. Like, if I wanted to, I could have murdered you. Anyway, but yeah, some people are just crazy nutbag assholes that basically they're just stupid. They have their own narrative of what's happening.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Mostly it's just people can't take being told that they're wrong. It's just like, dude, freaking just own your shit. If you're wrong, just admit to it. And
yeah, what's the worst that could happen, really?
Pretty much.
Well, I could look like a pussy in front of my friends. It's like, that's great, but you would have friends that aren't other prisoners from being in prison because you had a giant knife, you idiot. Because the police caught you with a giant knife. More. But yeah, I normally am the kind of person that would probably get myself stabbed in any kind of situation like that, because I just try to reason all the time. If it got physical, then it gets physical. But like, it's just a thing. This is the wrong color for this mat, for this carpet. I'm in the lucky position of basically being. I can make myself look physically intimidating.
Become a blowfish.
Yeah. No, I mean just that I know how to carry myself to make myself look imposing. Just look like I'm not worth it. Hello, fly, go away. Basically, because I've done rugby, I've done, I do mostly play wrestling, but it's still wrestling. And I've been a security guard, so it's like,
yeah, you got the resume.
But no, like I still use words better. My brother's still an ass, though. He still thinks he won that fight.
Yeah, I don't have a brother. I have a sister, so I didn't really have to get any physical fights with the siblings. So I'm sure that was interesting.
Being the big brother is quite cool. But at the same time, you have to deal with the annoying situation of like the little brother trying to prove that he's just as tough as you.
Yeah, I'm sure.
So it's like whenever there was a fight at school or like an argument at school, and my brother was there, he'd always be like, I can look after my big brother by being all tough and imposing and stuff like that. And then whenever he did stuff like that, of course, my opponent, if it was a shouting match or even a physical fight, it would always be like, you need your little brother to come in and look after you. Like, such a pussy. And it's like, yeah, he won't go away though. It's really not my problem. It's kind of just like, please, just yeah. But luckily, luckily we're adults now, so basically that doesn't happen so much. He's got his own shit to deal with, so.
Should you tell him that you didn't like his wife, or does he not know?
Oh, he knows.
He knows. How does he go about telling him that?
It's kind of an awkward situation because he used to eat, but I'm pretty sure he still does fucking hate her. But he's kind of just given up.
Yeah.
Because he was like in legal. Well, yeah, he was in like he was going through the legal process of basically getting her away from him forever.
Oh, bullshit.
And then he ran out of money. And my parents then ran out of money. Yeah. And then he basically just settled. It was like, whatever.
Crazy.
Yeah, I'm not alone with my hatred for this woman. Basically, my mother hates her too.
I have a friend who just moved back here from Montana, and we've been friends since like high school. He's a really good friend, but he got married like while he was up there, and his wife is moving down here like in 2 weeks, and she came down here like while he was getting a house ready that he already bought for them, and holy shit, she sucks. I don't know if I should tell him like my honest opinion on it, or if that.
Well, you know she's a psycho bitch, right?
Yeah, like she sucks. Like she's such a bitch. So when she came down to visit, I went outside apparently at one point, and my roommate was still in the apartment, and she didn't know anyone was in there. So she just started shitting on my apartment and me a little bit. She was like, I knew Chris, I didn't think he lived in a place like this. And like all this shit. And my place is fucking nice. Like, for like it being an apartment, I don't fucking know.
We have
found that out.
We have an issue in the live chat, I think.
Oh shit.
What?
First of all, Jeff says 100. Wow, Chris, that's crazy. It was 82 here and humid, says Jeff. So yeah. He also likes my shirt. But we have somebody called Walder Wonder who says, "Are you Blanket Jackson?" I don't know who that is.
This is probably your typical, the same guy that always comes in and creeps out.
Oh, I didn't get to read all of it. You know how I like to play with the trolls. Damn it! I was reading the like whatever he was typing. Something to do with like his chair smells stinky or something at the end of the day. We've all got ass sweat, dude. So yeah, about this crazy psycho bitch.
Oh, it's not that interesting.
Oh, okay.
But no, actually I take that back because she Instagram messaged me a bunch about how shitty Roman, my friend was at picking her up. He was like she was belittling my friend like via Instagram messaging, and I just want to kind of show it and be like, why did you marry her?
Yeah, that's horrible.
Like, I don't know. She's kind of shitty.
I didn't know why I married her. Damn it, I made a mistake. Made a terrible mistake.
She has 2 kids too, so that'll be interesting.
Bad.
Oh
the word is bad.
Shitty people breeding, and then basically basically teaching their offspring to be shitty as well. That's one of the worst things ever.
Yeah.
It's going to be interesting. What is bad? It's
actually reminds me of this other thing. I was making a big deal about it because Tubbs and Chris, are you guys aware of the whole vaccines cause autism thing? The whole thing. Yeah, so basically there's a book coming out in at the end of this year that's basically holding I can't remember who it's by, but it's by some shitty author that believes in all this crap, and he's going off all these really quack doctors or whoever making all these statements and claims. And I'm just so worried about parents with the book was titled How to End the Autism Epidemic. And I was just that's horrible. That's and my concern is I can just imagine all the parents of the neurodiverse kids just trying to understand them, and then they go buy this book and they get the wrong impression. I'm just I just really don't want this to be published. I'm just horrified right now. But yeah.
well, what you can tell them is the truth. If somebody ever asks you about this, just tell them the truth.
Yeah.
That the whole autism rumor thing, because it started as a rumor by a guy who published a paper saying that vaccinations cause autism. That guy was a doctor. He got his doctorate removed from basically publishing that paper because basically it was bullshit. Nobody could replicate the study, and nobody could do anything with the data. So basically, yeah, it is false. However, it got out into the media, and basically, yeah, it caused a shitstorm.
Out of control. Freaking Jenny McCarthy jumped on this train. Yeah.
Somebody was yelling at me on the internet about this the other day, and I was just like, "There's an actual website and everything. That's not only a news website, but there's also the actual medical board and stuff like that. It was all over their documents and stuff because they were trying to tell people to calm the fuck down."
Yeah.
And that chicken pox and the measles and stuff will kill your children.
Yeah, for fucking real.
Yeah.
They're not gonna get autism, but they're gonna fucking die in 2 years from your chicken pox.
Very much.
And that's basically what happened.
Even if it did cause or potentially cause autism, why would you not get vaccinated to not get a fucking deadly, high potentially deadly disease or illness?
Yeah. Yeah, it's reading about stories about how kids eventually these kids that didn't get vaccinated, they eventually grew up and they went and got themselves vaccinated because they knew that the parents are bullshit. I'm just good for you. Fucking do the right thing.
It's you didn't get me vaccinated? Are you crazy?
Yeah, there technically be a way to reverse engineer a somewhat cure for autism if that was the case.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If, that could cause autism, then there would typically, yeah. That's just science, kind of.
what it is, basically. It's like neuroscience, basically. By the way, yeah, did you, there's like a recent thing that came out about why the autistic brain is the way it is and how there's like too many neural connections.
Mm-hmm.
It's kind of interesting, so.
Sorry.
Well, you should be. I'm deeply offended. Like, I'm out. Oh no, it's good for my paper.
Chris is muted.
Huh?
What? I said Chris is muted.
Oh. We got that. Funny. So funny. Okay, this is taking way too long for some reason.
Are you coloring the wolf picture?
The wolf bear picture.
Oh yeah, that's it. Cute.
Ow, I just stabbed myself with a pencil.
No.
I was scratching it as something on my foot. It's easier to use a pencil because it was in my hand. Anyway,
Do you get ticks out there? And
yep.
where you're at? That sucks.
It does suck, yes. Excellent evaluation. Sucks so much. And Damon's home. Yeah.
It's the vampires of the Blood.
I thought those mosquitoes. Do I want anything that's navy dark, or should I just keep the collar and the leash black?
That'd be cool.
Got like a dark navy color. I was going to do something with it, but I don't know what.
Ticks are like those evil insects from the Mummy movies. They like go under your skin.
The scarabs.
Yeah.
Really? You can think of scarab?
I remember that freaked me out the first time I watched that. I was just like, oh, fuck. Just another thing to be afraid of.
Yeah.
I've got
Just imagine a freaking scarab crawling underneath their skin.
I've got a lot of browns stuff. I was going to do because the bear's brown, the dog's wolf, the dog's wolf. The wolf is grey, and the sofa is. It was either going to be black or it was going to be brown. Yeah, the recliner. No, I'm okay with that. I'm okay with that. I just want to use both.
Cubs, are there any like Pride events happening where you're at this weekend or something? Since it's like Pride Month or whatever.
Is it Pride Month? Well, it's only just Pride Month.
Yeah.
No, there's nothing near me.
There's nothing near me either. I know there's like one out in Florida. about you, Helen? Are there any?
No, that's but actually, I have a funny story about. So, on the day I came out, and it's really weird, I didn't actually know that I was coming out on coming out day. So
Are you serious?
Coincidence. Yeah. So I'm just like, what? So, yeah.
What's the official date? Do you remember?
I can't remember. It's a while. It was a while ago. Yeah. But that was the thing.
Look at Tumbleweed.
It's kind of funny. I have my birthday at the end of this month too. I have my birthday on Pride Month. Woo!
Oh, are you gonna be?
28.
Ooh.
I know, right? I can't even believe it. I have only 2 years until 30. I'm just like, how can I already be 30 years old? I don't even feel prepared for 30.
I know 30 is such an old age, and then after 30, it just all starts to go downhill, isn't it?
Nah, I'm saying.
I'll be 27 in December. Just sounds like a gross number.
Feeling really flattered right now.
No, it's because it's an odd number, Tubbs. So,
Odd number. Oh, you're OCD.
Slightly.
Everyone's a bit OCD.
Yeah. Where I want to be. Selectively OCD.
I'm not even going to talk about how old Jeffrey is.
Jeffrey's a mama bear. He gets a pass.
Could be as old as he wants.
Mm-hmm. Oh.
How old is that for I don't actually know.
He's like 1,000.
Like that.
It's two.
That sounds about right.
No, I just anybody that I want to make feel kind of like old or like anything. I just say, oh, they're like 1,000. I do that to Damon. Damon's grandfather is actually still alive, and he's like nearly 100.
Holy shit, that's impressive.
Yeah, but so whenever, and he's heard me say this, but basically, he said something the other day when it was like, well, I don't know if I'm going to be around. If I'm going to be around for that, and I was just like, dude, you're like 1,000. You'll be fine. He didn't seem to take offense or anything. He was like, well, when you put it that way. I think you could just get to an age, don't you, where basically you don't give a shit.
Damon's like a good 10 years ahead of you, right?
Yeah, Damon's really old too. He's like 45. So old. I'm 47, an old dude. Jeffrey, you're fine.
Jeffrey.
There's nothing wrong with being an old dude.
Yeah, actually, I'm attracted older dudes too. I don't really have any set age.
No, do I.
Well, I'm all about personality, but you know me, Santa Fish.
Yeah. No. Oh.
I did see a video somewhere of like an old powerlifter. He's got like this huge white beard, and he's lifting up these. It's like it's got to be like a ton or two of weight. It's really impressive, you know. And he's just a big circle. It's just weird. It's just very thickly built. But like I said, he's a center. He's got a white beard. How, you know, that's incredible to me.
That's kind of cool. With that giant sack of toys.
Exactly, yeah.
That would be hot. Powerlifter Santa.
It's like wearing the Santa outfit while he's powerlifts.
Well, I copied the video. I was going to actually cut that bit out and basically put it on like my channel because I wanted to see it again lots maybe.
And the powerlifter Santa is like wearing like red suspenders.
No, he's just wearing a red vest and he's wearing a lifter belt.
Yeah.
Awesome. Oh, Tubbs, did you hear like a week? I think it's like a week or two ago. The guy who played at the Mountain won the most strongman in the world championship thing.
Really? Oh.
Yeah. Crazy cool.
Yeah, that's cool.
The dude's young too. Like, he looks older.
I think his name is Bjornsson or something like that.
Yeah.
That's a really old, hefty Viking kind of name.
Yeah.
Right, random color selection has picked gray.
He's like really talented.
I think this is gray.
You want us to help you out?
No, it's gray.
Okay. Yeah, there's a documentary, actually, a Vice documentary on YouTube. It's like 20 minutes about how big all the dudes are in Iceland and like how they all kind of do powerlifting and all that shit. There's like a rite of passage there.
I think I've seen that.
I just saw this.
Actually in it.
I saw the ski advert. You know, for the yogurt.
Oh yeah.
And there's a bouncer who basically like every day he's a Icelandic. He has his ski. He's a very, very cute bear. He has his ski and he just jumps in the water.
Hey. Who's this?
I think that's Alexis, if I'm not mistaken.
Oh hey man.
Hey.
Hello.
That's weird.
Okay. Ow.
Alexis, are you in the States?
Cool. Hey, look, the tumbleweed's back.
Silence is fun.
There, that was, yeah. I don't know if anybody heard. I do that. I kind of do a jerk thing every now and again. Basically, if like somebody else, yeah. It's something I always do. I've always done. Just like if like there's an awkward silence or something, it's just like, oh, look, a tumbleweed.
I didn't notice that until tonight. If you've been doing it for a while.
That's what you said. I didn't hear you.
My nephew actually asked, "What's a tumbleweed?" I was like, "It's a thing in westerns what that used to happen whenever there was like a big awkward silence or like a a threatening silence or something. They used to just show like the wind blowing and these round balls that were just old weeds, kind of in ball shaped, and they would just roll past frame and stuff. And stuff, and that's what a tumbleweed is. They're called tumbleweeds. So, and you saw one? No, I didn't actually see one. It was just an awkward silence.
I saw one in there.
Oh, good.
Oh, you met that really old anime cartoon.
Really old.
No.
That was part of my childhood. Thank you very much.
Exactly.
The lazy eye.
Yeah, it's been so long. I can't even remember what happens.
Well, I just remembered a song that was in it.
I don't remember the first one at all.
I just remembered a song that was in it. Thank you,
Which one?
Chris.
You're welcome.
The girl you left behind.
Oh God.
Yeah,
Oh no.
yeah. So if you like suddenly see somebody who may or may not be a hitman tomorrow, then you know why.
Fine, don't get help with the room.
Oh, yeah.
Oh no, Tubbs, we still need him.
I kill him just because he's still me. No, that's not how it works. That's not how it works. The satisfaction that I will get from knowing that he's dead and can never do that to me again will actually outweigh the monetary cost of the room.
I'm just imagining you having like a pro con board of like offing me like all these cons and this one giant pro being like not reminded of shit music, and you just check that box.
What a shit music. Shit music. We've got purple walls, we've got a blue carpet, it's very light purple walls. We've got blue carpet, and we've got borders. I'm just going to leave them white, actually. Fuck that. I've got a dark green.
What Blackson said.
I didn't hear it.
He said, "Breathe, man, breathe."
Oh, yeah. Live. He probably keeps breathing his own spit. Well, that's what happens. I'm not joking. That's what actually is happening. Right, Howard?
Well, I know it's like all the teams. I'm just like, why?
Oh. It is purple. That brown that I picked up, it is purple.
Why it's purple?
It's a very funny purple, but it's more like a red scarlet purple. I know what we're going to
Doing interior design work for the furries.
It's red or purple?
You can have red purple. It's a thing.
Red.
Blaxus, where are you from? I'm just trying to decipher that accent.
You Simon in some space. I broke my pencil.
No.
Yeah, so it's just like that scene from the birdcage again. I pierced the toast. Just got to remember not to go to pieces when you pierce the toast.
I love that movie. It's been so long since it's a movie. I miss Robin Williams. Like,
Oh my god,
seriously.
don't get me started, dude. Everyone got all butthurt over Michael Jackson dying. I was like bawling about Robin Williams.
I think everybody was following about Robin Williams. It was just like, I liked it.
It didn't really hit me until I watched the Hook movie. Oh, good. Why? Why? Now I've got that song stuck in my head.
I had a framed poster, like 24 by 36 inch poster of fucking Hook in my bedroom when I was a kid. Shit was my dream.
Well, basically, that's like I watched that. You know, after he died, I watched a bunch of his movies just because I didn't really hit me. You know, and then I instantly regretted it because when I got to Hook, basically, there's a scene where he leaves somewhere. He's flying off into the sky and stuff, and he's whispering. He's somehow cloud whispering. You know, over the audio. Thank you for believing in me. And it's like, oh, but that was it. That was it for me. It was like, oh no, Robin Williams dead.
There's an episode of Louis, and I don't know if you guys saw this, but there's an episode of Louis where him and Louis meet at a funeral, and they basically like hang out all day, and then at the end, like, they're like, let's just promise that like whoever dies first will like go to their funeral. And I like watched the episode. I was like,
Did he do it?
I don't know. That's what I was wondering, but
Well, he did.
If he did, nobody cares because everyone hates Louis now.
yeah, apparently so.
Even though he was
What did
completely
he
fine.
do?
Apparently, he liked to jerk off in front of people, which apparently was consensual, but nobody ever fucking reported about that part.
Yeah.
Okay, this is definitely brown. It's not purple.
Did you guys ever see World's Greatest Dad? It's one of Robin Williams' movies. I thought
Yeah.
was good.
That was like one of his last movies.
It was pretty new, yeah.
Yeah, and I had the guy, the kid from Spy Kids or whatever.
Yeah.
It was like a dark comedy. Yeah.
I love that. I love that description of that kid, that particular actor. You know, that's on his IMDb page. The kid from Spy Kids or whatever.
Basically know him more, basically. Because, like, there's nothing else he's done that's gotten, like, as much traction as, like, him as an image.
Spy Kids had traction.
He's doing all these, like, serious roles, and he's, like, trying to, like, get out of that reputation in that interview. So, like, so how is it, like, working with all those stunt doubles? It's like fucking Draco Malfoy. Like he could have seen the rest of his life.
Tom Felton. I mean, I still love Tom Felton as an actor. He was actually in the TV Flash series. He was pretty good in it. So I mean, you know, I could definitely see him in other roles, but he'll always be known for Harry Potter. So.
What's the guy who plays Harry Potter's name again?
Daniel Radcliffe.
Daniel Radcliffe. Yeah, he did a good job, like breaking out and doing different shit right away.
Yeah, he's definitely.
He like immediately did like horror movies and stuff.
It was
The problem with that is though, he still looked like fucking Harry Potter.
Yeah.
So it was like, it's just impossible to see him as not Harry Potter.
Did you see Horns?
Yes.
I liked him in that movie. That was a great role.
Yeah. Joe Hill, the guy who like that the movie is based off of, you know, that's Stephen King's son.
Yeah.
Yeah, he uses a pen name because he doesn't want to be get success just for having that title.
Yeah, but everyone knows that though. That's the annoying thing.
Yeah, now they do. Yeah, now that he's like got movies out and shit for sure.
Like, I finally made it for being something else. Did you know I'm Stephen King's son? Yeah.
Hey, by the way.
Yeah. Like,
That would suck.
Like, holy shit, that's Stephen King's son.
I think everybody should, like, if the writers, everybody should just use pen names and, like, not reveal their activities. That'd be great.
But then the pen names would get really obnoxiously ridiculous.
Probably.
Like, what would your pen name be?
Mine would just be Itchy Sloth.
Itchy.
Or Itchy, yeah.
Oh, itchy.
It's great to solve. Just every time I hear the word itchy, that's just what I imagine. The itchy,
Yeah.
scratchy theme starts playing, and it's like, oh, good. Seriously, my brain is just packed full of useless, like, pop culture references and shit.
Yeah, there needs to be a pop culture game show. You could put that to use. Jeopardy is like too factual to count.
What? I think I got a good texture on the bear when I was doing this pencil.
Cool.
It's very cool, yes. I've got like I got something that my mum told me about today because I had a phone call from my mum, you know, because that happens all the time. But she was basically telling me how like because the kids went back today, they got back to home from their little holiday. They were basically saying that it's like, oh yeah, you know, Uncle Steve got like he got a drone and he flew around and they had such a great time, and I was like, I did that. You know, so I don't know, but he got this little drone and he let them fly it and everything, and I was like, yep, I did that too. You know, it's like, oh no, but they had lots and lots of fun, and it's like, Mum, just stop. Like you're hurting me. It's just like every time she was trying to make me feel better. It's like, but they did this and that with it. It's like, look, I don't mind that other people don't remember. I really don't. It's my memories with my nephews that I'm gonna care about, to be honest. But stop helping. I don't think you can see the bear's earrings very clearly.
You said earrings?
Yeah, some book wanted them to have earrings. It's totally logical for a bear to have earrings.
Was this a commission piece?
Yeah.
Sweet.
Yeah, some jerk's gonna pay me apparently for it.
Yeah. Really do I the bears? I totally do.
I can't remember who it was now.
I mean, nipple rings are one thing, but earrings don't come off. just going too far there.
It was you, wasn't it, Howard? This is for you, isn't it? Yeah. I'll do it again. Again, I tell you. Just goes super crazy. Jumps out a window. Have you guys seen a series called Spaced?
Yes.
Yeah. Well, there's
Oh my god.
yeah. There's a scene where Tim basically just suddenly like he goes super crazy because like Daisy finds out that he's screwed up a job interview of hers or something, and she's like, "It was you," and he's like, "Yes, yes, it was me." Yeah. I'll do it again. I tell you. He just laughs manically and turns around and jumps out the window.
I want that on DVD so fucking bad. There's like no way to get that show here.
I've got it.
I just put it on Netflix one time. I watched it all like 3 times before they took it off, and I have no way to fucking watch it.
Oh, Brian, you came. No, it's just cranberry juice.
Dude, I love that the finger gun fight scene so much.
Yeah.
They used it to get out of that like mugging situation.
Yeah, and do you know where they're all from? Do you know where all of those? I think they say it in the actual show. They say "piss off back to Romford."
Yeah.
Yeah, that's where I grew up.
Oh shit.
Yeah.
That's so awesome.
All the chavs and stuff are from Romford. Ugh. So
Cool.
bullshit. It's not cool. It's really not cool. Yeah, that's how shitty Romford was because all the chavs were from Romford. No way, in it.
What was the landlord's name? Was it like Martha?
Yeah.
Or Margaret?
No, I think it was Martha.
Her fucking accent.
I like her thing with Brian.
Mm-hmm.
I love that. That's so good. And that was when I first liked Nick Frost before I found out he was a huge druggie.
Who is?
Nick Frost is in that show.
Oh yeah, I know he's in it. I didn't know he was a druggie.
Yeah, he's a huge druggie. It bums me out.
Yeah, it's a bit of a bummer. I still have the hots for him though.
See, I did, and then I saw a couple of memes and like it's like, oh, the perfect bad boyfriend, and it's like you know, he's cute, he's hot, he really likes drugs, and it was like,
Oh, that's a bummer.
after that kept circulating for a few days, it was just like yeah, that cured my Nick Frost attraction.
Fair enough.
I really wish I didn't have this thing about drugs, but I wish that I could.
He still does it?
I'm pretty sure, yeah.
He's like married and I think he has a kid. So I would be shocked if he still did.
Well, then he keeps appearing in movies like Attack the Block and all that stuff, though. So.
That's like one of. I think I haven't seen that one. I watched Cuban Fury.
Yeah, I liked him in Cuban Fury. I did.
Simon Pegg's cameo in that movie was fucking hilarious.
That was great. That was great. Just looking at each other. Don't spoil it. Don't
Yeah.
just looking at each other. It's just like, because I didn't get it. I bought that movie. I watched it, and I didn't see that. And then basically, I was watching it. I was showing Damon it, and I was watching it with him. And all of a sudden, I was like, "Holy fuck! I didn't recognize this before. I didn't notice this at all." I thought they were just looking at each other because they were just, you know, he was like, "What the hell are they doing in this parking lot?" But no, it's an actual thing. Yeah. I've just spoiled it. Damn it. Yeah, I know, Jeff. It's just a real annoying thing. Can I just? I want to solve the problem by just getting rid of all the drugs in the world ever, but I can't do that. Because I do recognize that there is some like medical uses of like certain drugs.
True.
I just wish that it was never not. I wish it wasn't a thing.
They're trying to find a way to take the psychedelic out of cannabis, basically. It's because it helps like kids with seizures.
Yeah, it helps with a bunch of different illnesses too. There's like that one where they keep shaking are called
Epilepsy.
Oh. Yeah, I think so. I'm gonna head out there. I just got home. I'm gonna eat some foods.
Oh God, Jeffrey, sorry. Yeah, I'm still doing the coloring, obviously, but it's looking good so far.
Who else in the chat?
There it is.
Oh, dude, that looks awesome. I love that.
I like it. I like it a lot.
I'm not done yet. I haven't done anything with the wolf or the sofa or any of the real shading because I want to do like everything. You know, I want to basically cover the entire picture with color if I can. That's why I got a bunch of different colors, and I'm just rejecting a few because I basically just picked out some of the best that I can see, and basically, yeah. But no, if you're gonna go, anyway, and very slow, and you can see the shirt better.
So honored.
On a scale of 1 to 10, how would you rate your pain?
So awesome. Right, guys. Bye, Tyler. Bye, Pat. And Roxas.
Later, dude. Oh, I've got to answer. Damon's only just going to bed, apparently.
I'm sorry, Panda Fox had an upset stomach.
It happens. But yeah, I am also sorry that Panda Fox has an upset stomach. See, I don't need green. I do not need green. How many greens are there in this pile? Just so many greens. I'm out of green. What's this color? Fucking green! It's not. It might not be green. It just looks like a very dark green. No, I'm gonna try it. I'm looking for a good dark brown to do the lazy boy recliner.
Okay.
Yeah, this is a dark, very dark brown, I think. I'll go over it a couple of times. Let's see.
It's a little hard to tell from the string. It just looks like it just looks like black to me.
I know. I think it might just be black. No, I'm scribbling a bit. Oh, fuck, that's loud. So hot.
Got the straddle above song stuck in my head now.
It's cool. I think it's just the food I ate when I was out this morning. Just a lot of gas buildup. That's not always a bad thing. Some people like gas buildup.
That's one fetish I could never understand, I guess.
Well, the burpee and the farty.
Yeah.
I don't know. I think it's cute when people are into it. I just find it hysterical, but in a fun way, you know.
Yeah, I mean, like, it's funny, but it's just like, I don't know, certain moments I just like cleanliness, neatness. To me, that just doesn't represent that, but I don't know. I think it's good. So.
Ooh, I think I've got a good brown. Wow. Oh, it's burgundy. Okay. That's not brown at all. It's not brown at all. Why do so many of these browns always end up looking red? You know, reddy brown, purpley brown, whatever. I'm not gonna have that.
Tubbs.
What?
I have a question.
Okay.
Have you ever dealt with paranoia?
Paranoia.
Yes.
In what sense?
What?
In what sense?
Well, like, have you ever realized that, like, maybe you have it, like, or like, do you have any friends that like kind of deal with it, like, where they like basically, and I think it like it's kind of like an offshoot of anxiety, right? Where they basically just start making assumptions about people or things or situations, and it's just like, I don't know, it can basically control like their whole mindset.
In that case, no. But I know what you mean. I know what you're talking about.
Yeah.
Like I've got a really good imagination. I can basically pretty much imagine feeling I'm incredibly annoyingly empathic. Which is a great thing if you're a counselor, apparently, but it's really annoying if you're just a person.
Yeah.
Because people would be like, "Oh yeah, it's like I had this really." They'll be describing how they had like a really bad pain or something. Like if they had like a really bad pain in their eye, and they'll go into detail about it. And it's like, because I'm very good at imagining, and I've had a lot of pain. It's like, you know, I can pretty much imagine what exactly they're talking about, and it's like it's actually hurting me. Could you just stop talking? That would be great. But yeah, so I can imagine like extreme paranoia or just regular paranoia. But you know, basically, whenever somebody says that they're being paranoid, is just like the thought that everybody's out to get you. Well, it's kind of like an offshoot of being self-centered, but you know, in a different way.
I don't know. I mean, I kind of just posed the question just because, like, it's something that I know I've like dealt with in the past a lot, and it's not until recently that I've suddenly become aware of how often, like, maybe I'll just like start imagining like worst case scenarios or this or that or the other, just basically because of anxiety. And it's just like, I really wish I didn't. soul nightmare to deal with it. It's pretty annoying. And it just comes from being unsure, I think.
Yeah, sorry about that. No, shut up. They were not. I must kill the bugs. And I am German for some reason. Well, basically, you know the answer to that is, you know, it's like, don't be paranoid, man. Sorry. You know, unless it's like, it's basically paranoia is the extreme thoughts of what other people think about you, or like, or the extreme paranoia is the whole, you know, that people are plotting against you to do stuff.
Yeah.
It's usually never the case. People aren't usually that complicated, and they usually have their own shit that they're dealing with.
Yeah, I've come to realize that it's like I can see so many times in my life where I've just been like so irrational with just my thoughts and my feelings and just this and or that, and just it's like it's not even something I can necessarily control all the time. It's like I just have to like kind of understand when it's happening, and then just kind of like pretty much just go through and try to think about things logically. And it's it can be quite burdensome.
Okay, it's super dead now. It's super dead now, Bugs Up. I'm pretty sure you got it. Well, the flies annoy me, so I turned the Bugs Up back on, forgetting that he was in the middle of cooking a moth. Ding, moth done. It's gonna be like what's that color? That light brown color, like a kayak color. It's gonna be a kayak sofa. Like, fuck it, you know. I've already done part of it. It's gonna be a kayak sofa.
It's cool. Sure, it'll turn out good.
Yeah. I'm not happy with it, but
Yeah.
I will make it good. It will be good. Oh yes.
Yes, work it, Tubbs. You're an artist. I believe in your ability.
You are allowed to go. Fight, win. That's an Incredibles reference. Nobody's gonna get it because of Incredibles.
Well, it can be. It's very rare that I like remember stuff from like movies and stuff like that, unless it's like something I completely fall in love with and just watch over and over again.
Pepsi Man. I don't know why I've got Pepsi Man stuck in my head now. That's from an old game.
Yeah, I've seen who played it? It was I don't remember now.
A bunch of people. I think that all of the Let's Players have played it in the past.
Yeah. But in particular from the Game Girl, I think it was like Ross who played that or something.
Yeah, sounds about right. Pepsi Man. Looks like it's an orange sofa. Again, colorblindness probably. I don't know. Whatever. You know what? Whatever. It's their dungeon playroom. Whatever. I don't care. I just it's an orange sofa in their dungeon playroom. Whatever. They're kinky and weird. There you go. That's the explanation for this.
They're eccentric. They're like eccentric.
You know, like a retailer is gonna be like, and this is the basement. Current owners use it as a dungeon. It's like as if basically, sorry, a sex dungeon. And then basically like one of the couple that this woman is showing the house to is like, ew, what a horrible sofa. I'm pretty sure that wouldn't have ever happened. I'm pretty sure the first questions would be something like, what's a sex dungeon? Yeah. What the hell's a sex dungeon? Can we have a sex dungeon?
Yeah. I remember like the first time I met like my uncle's partner or something. I can't remember. I was like,
wait a minute. Wait. Hold on. I remember the first time you just like you just trailed off. First time what? Because we're talking about sex dungeons here. First time you were in a sex dungeon, you heard about the term sex dungeon, you were with friends that wanted to go to a sex dungeon. This is what I mean. It's like you never answered this question. You just went off on something to do with your friends, and it's like there was no explanation. This is one of those questions that absolutely needs addressing. You know?
what?
Just you have to address this now.
What's
Just answer the rest of the sentence. I remember the first time when.
When I met my uncle's partner.
They have a sex dungeon?
I asked them if they had a sex dungeon, basically, in their basement. I was like, do you guys have a sex dungeon in your basement?
Why?
I don't know. That just seemed like a question that needs to be asked.
No, that's what I mean though. Why? This is the thing that you can't leave out. You have to spill all the details now. You know that, right? This is like huge kind of like gossip and interesting topic of conversation and all that stuff. You know, all details need to be heard.
I'm sorry. It's not very interesting because basically it was just like a joke thing. So.
Oh, okay.
So yeah. But my uncle, who actually lives in Seattle, he does have a very nice house, and I wouldn't put it past them to have a sex dungeon in the basement, just because like that's where his bedroom is. Also, it's like on the bottom level, or like underneath the house or whatever. So.
Okay.
Yeah, there you go. That's my sex dungeon story.
It really does look orange. I'm just gonna say it's a very light brown and just leave it at that.
I'm pretty sure my friend would have a sex dungeon because my friend who lives over here, because I've seen his porn videos. He has a sling in his porn videos. So.
Pretty sure my friend who's in porn videos has porn stuff.
Yeah, exactly.
That's what I got from that story just then.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure my friend, the porn star, I'm pretty sure that he's been in porn. Mm-hmm.
It's actually interesting that he actually has porn videos, considering he deals with anxiety himself. So.
Well, you can have anxiety about many things. You can also not have anxiety about other things as well.
True.
You know, maybe his anxiety doesn't focus around his junk.
I suppose.
Well, it would be a huge downer for him. Like, I'm so anxious about making a movie, but I can't stop. Oh, I shouldn't joke about that. That's actually a real problem for some people.
Yeah, it is. I've imagined. Yeah. Now, isn't there like that one thing where like certain people like can't like ever like actually strip all the way down or something? I forgot what that's called.
They can't strip all the way down.
Well, like
that's a regular human. You know, I don't want to do that kind of thing. That's just fine. that's not a problem. That's the thing everyone deals with. It's called being civilized.
Even when they're by themselves, I mean. like it's an all the time thing. Like it's not just while they're around other people. It's just like all the time thing.
So I imagine taking showers would be hell for them.
Yeah.
But no, it's okay. I got a shower cap on. I can go in the shower. That totally counts. I just realized something. I do need. Oh no, I have red. I have red. In fact, that's what I'm going to use. I'm going to use red for his tongue. A nice, healthy red tongue. It's so hot.
What I was going back to the other thing I was talking about before with like paranoia and stuff like that. That's basically become one of the reasons why I just like I like hate that part of myself and
what are you talking about?
It's hard to say, but like I hate myself for like just some of the things that affect me personally.
Sorry.
Not chuckle. Or chuckling. Just they're all my serious explanation about like things.
Well, no, you're doing the thing again. It's a semicircular, you know.
We're talking about.
It's like you're basically just the. If you listen to what you said, then the sentences equate to, yeah, I hate the things that I hate about myself. That's why it's funny to me. I'm sorry.
Did I say that?
Basically. which is funny sometimes.
I don't know, maybe I didn't mean to, like, I hate myself sometimes, you know? It's just because of just things that affect me personally, and, you know, just stuff and bullshit and all that. It's just like, you know, things I can't really control that much sometimes on my own. Like being autistic and dealing with anxiety and depression bullshit, and just and then, you know, just realizing how those things that affect me can also affect people around me as well, and it's just like hard, I guess. So.
Yeah, I get it. Chat's gone super quiet.
I know, right? I feel like it's my fault there, just because I've noticed Jeff and Headbox just like go quiet whenever I'm like in chat or just talking or whatever.
Well, that's paranoia right there. So that's what paranoia is.
Yeah, I know.
I was all like stupid just now because I was like, okay, grey. I need the grey pencil for something, but I don't know what it is. You know, I don't need the grey. Grey's fine. You know, just put it down. It's like, what is the only thing not coloured in this whole picture? I needed to do that was grey. Idiot. There was the maroon. A maroon. It's French for moron.
The what?
It's French for moron. Incompetent. A maroon is incompetent moron.
Interesting. I remember it. That's on my roll just joke on my face. Oh my god. Oh.
Jeffy just wrote something.
Yeah. I appreciate that effort. So.
I'm nearly done. I'm so excited to be nearly done.
Yay.
So it's great enthusiasm.
Right?
Yay!
Yay.
Is this you? Hello. Hey.
It's just like buy a plane ticket and come over there and just start throwing confetti.
Yeah, that's exactly what I expect. That's what you should do.
Okay. Well,
Oh, everyone does that all the time. I don't know why you can't do. Personally, I'm offended that you haven't. You know.
Yeah.
friendship over.
No.
Delete you from my life forever. Picture burnt. Actually, I wouldn't do that because, like, I put way too much of my personal resources into this now, so I'm going to just finish it. Picture left in my drawer somewhere that I will never find for like 20 years. But that doesn't sound as cool.
Yeah.
Yeah. Rude. That was actually a reference on myself just then.
What? A reference on yourself?
Yeah. Rude. Yeah,
yeah.
you know, that you didn't come over and throw confetti at me and stuff. It's like, rude. Rude. I'm trying to,
Rude.
yeah.
What's that called again? I don't know what it's called. It's damn it, I forgot the word. Oh well, whatever.
Like, what's up, dog?
I hurt my hand a bit earlier.
Great story.
I did put some ice. My knuckles.
I'm sorry. Just there's a guy on YouTube called Air Force Proud. He basically just he does he does flight simulator videos. He plays on flight simulator, and he basically is he basically is completely serious, as if it's actually not a game, as if he's actually flying a plane and stuff. And of course, everybody else in Flight Simulator Online is kind of not doing that. But yeah, and he's quite famous. So basically, whenever somebody comes and tells him, like, they're just trying to talk to him while he's playing the game, and they're like, it's like, I hurt my hand the other day. Basically, he'll be like, "That's great. Write a blog about it." I'm sure that's a very interesting blog. Anyway, but yeah, I wanted to do that just now, but I was like, no.
Oh, I mean, you've done it before, so
Like, it's a great story, dude.
It's a great story.
Yeah. I'm not being mean on purpose. You guys know that. I'm never serious.
No, I don't take offense. I've actually learned. I've actually had to teach myself how to learn how to. I just did the thing again, but I taught myself how to recognize sarcasm for what it is, just because of that's how my family is basically. So.
Well, sarcasm is a great form of humor, so. Yeah. Black, I need black.
Well, and I mean, it's just because of the way I am, you know?
Who's that dog?
It can be a little hard sometimes, especially when I try to do like the old jokey sarcasm, but it comes off as being serious. I'm just like, but not that serious. And then other people start taking it serious around me, and it's just like, oh, you're messing it up. Are you messing it up? I don't know. You see, that's the thing I hate about myself. I just, Language. Language.
You hate language?
I hate language. I just do.
Well, as a dyslexic person, I could totally relate.
I'll actually have moments where, like, I really just won't understand what a person is saying. And they could be speaking English. I'm just like, what the fuck did you just say? I have no fucking clue. But outside, I'm just, like, nodding my head as if I totally understood what this is. So...
So I'm doing like the crucial bit. So I'm just being quiet.
You're fine. I keep forgetting to look up, did you see that Ben Wolfhard episode of Game Grumps?
So what?
The Ben Wolfhard episode of Game Grumps?
Yeah, I don't know what that is.
What?
Yeah, I don't know what that is.
Game Grumps.
No, I know what Game Grumps is. I don't know what you're talking about.
Ben Wolfhard, the actor from Stranger Things.
Look, I don't know who that is. I don't watch Stranger Things.
Okay. Probably that's it then. It was one of those guest grumps, and actually it was a really enjoyable guest to have on the show. I keep forgetting to look up the they're doing this whole bit about moms and
Oh, because he's a younger actor.
yeah.
Yeah.
And then just like, how you doing, all your moms out there? Ben's coming for it. Ben made a offhand comment about I think it was Dan's mom who wanted to meet Ben or something, and like it's just like, I want to meet your mom.
For sex.
Or no, he said, I want to talk to your mom. That's what he said. It's just like the funniest thing ever. And like, I don't think he thought about what he was saying whenever he said it. It was just funny.
I think it's done, but I think the colours are a bit too light. Well, bye. No. I do not want. I'm going to look it up anyway because it's just funny. I showed you guys the Portly. I saw that, Jeff. I did see that. I showed you guys the Portly Gamer in the past, right?
I think so, yeah.
With the little dance and the cuteness overload. He was on Bear Watch. The Bear Watch episode. Well, I got a lot of his stuff stuck in my head right now. Like he did kind of like a Game Grumps advert. You know how I love their adverts, by the way, Game Grumps' adverts, when they used to do adverts.
Yeah.
They don't do it so much anymore. Oh no, you're going to talk about Crunchyroll again. If you like it so much, why don't you write a song about it? You know?
They don't necessarily need like people to sponsor them anymore.
No, I know, but it's just funny that they do that.
Yeah. Kind of mess like that. Westworld, they have
I love Ninja Brian in it when he was in it, and it was like everyone's like, wait, these are creations. They look like they do not relate to anything to do with Crunchyroll. it's like nope. I'm not being in this. We've got my new subscription service, BoxBox. It's a box in another box. Every month they send me a box within a box within another box within another box. It's like, what's in that box? Well, nothing. It's another box. A grape. Yeah. But after all that, there's a grape. Oh fuck! There's one pencil that had fallen to the floor. I'll just put the box away. What was the other one they did? Oh, one of the first adverts that they did was when they were changing the editors or something, and Brian's like in the corner, and he's like, "Sorry guys, I couldn't hear you over the sweet razor products." and Dan's like, "Shut up, shut up, talking about your sweet razor products." Oh, that's bassy. He just puts the earphones over his head. I just love that. Anyway, the Poly Gamer he does kind of like his own take on them. it's really good. Would you like to try it, Dubs? I don't know. I don't know. That might ruin Krispy Kreme for me. I'm not entirely sure how that would go. Okay. Okay, Paper. Okay, Paper. I just want you to not move right there and not ruin the shot. You're doing it on the other side now. Fine. You know what? I don't care. No, fuck it. I'm using the old scanning app because the new scanning app seems to do bullshit. So using the old phone, continuously connected to the computer, because if I disconnect it from the computer, the battery will die and then blow up. It won't actually blow up. It'll just feel like it blew up because it ruined everything. Yeah, I'll play it for you in a minute. It's so hot. Oh, better. Oh yeah, I haven't showed you guys. Doesn't matter anyway, because it's going on Discord soon. A little bit. Right, I got this. Oh, I couldn't hear any of that because the phone. But I basically heard just positivity come through the mic, so I'm guessing that was good. Anyway.
I love it. It looks amazing.
Oh my god. I was wondering, why is this not showing up on the computer? Because it's not connected.
So I'm a suspect as your
being a maroon again. Okay. Now there's a thing that comes up on my computer screen right now, and I just want to point out this looks funny to me. I know what it's supposed to be, but it looks funny to me. I've got this thing on my computer. It says earn free Microsoft awards, right? And its icon in the corner, it's supposed to be a medal, I think, or something. But every time I look at it, I keep seeing an upside down person. Like it's an
Now
upside.
I can't really see it.
No, it's an upside. It's an upside down. I can't turn the camera with one hand like that. Yeah, go away. Go away. There we go. Fuck it off. Thank you. Anyway. Where am I? Where am I?
Did you lose something?
No, I just started. What's the old filing system on this phone? Because I've been using the new phone with that scanning app and everything. So, new art. Copying files. Did it do it? Oh, okay. I thought there'd be more pomp and fanfare, you know, but it just is on my computer now. There was no loading bar or anything, it just is on my computer. Well, that's not exciting. That's boring. Right, and editing. And auto cropping did a pretty good job. Now everything's making noises. Thanks, Jeff. I'm glad you like it.
I really want a burger.
Yeah, me too.
All I've been thinking about lately, and I don't know why. I just really want a burger.
Something new in the furry realm. I was going to say there's something new in the furry channel, but it's somebody talking about something. Give me something, please.
Sure, what'd you like?
Share box of nuggets, chocolate shake, vegetarian burger because they're quite nice, and Big Mac.
It's all very good choices.
So that's my usual. I sometimes have 2 chocolate shakes because yummy. They have good shakes. Okay. So line up that, lower that. The exposure's driving me crazy. There we go. You can't see any of his grey fur if it's too bright.
Get us the next stuff.
That's awesome, yeah.
No, right? That's so awesome.
I know. That's why I'm totally gonna see him. Well, that's better, but I'm not liking the exposure still. Oh, fuck it. It's not going to behave. I don't care. I'm saving it. Vignette. Maybe that'll solve something. No, it doesn't solve anything. It just makes it blurry. Awesome. Save. Right, where am I sending this to? Activating Discord on this computer. Because if I put it on this computer, it won't do anything. It's not on this computer. Here we are. Okay. So where's it going? Oh, never mind. Oh, everything's sending me important messages about their privacy policies. Because everything's changed. By the way, because I'm so far behind on my YouTube, on my my YouTube channels and news and stuff, I've only just found out that Brooklyn Nine-Nine's been cancelled. It's like my favorite comedy show that was going on right now. But now it's not, apparently, so
Yeah.
bummed out. I really love that show.
Oh yeah, did you hear major characters leaving Walking Dead?
Oh yeah, but I don't care about Walking Dead.
Yeah,
So,
but
zombies just not really a attainable storyline for me.
yeah.
Kind of don't care. It's like somebody said to me, "Oh, it's all complicated though and dramatic," and I was like, "Well, that's even more reason for me not to watch it."
Like I said before, a soap opera with zombies. So.
Yeah, it's like that sounds like a thing that would be on TV right now. You know, that figures. Wow. There it is. I lost it for a second.
Did you hear what happened with Roseanne Barr?
She was racist or something, and then she wasn't racist.
Something, yeah. Yeah, but apparently they're canceling the reprise of Roseanne, basically. So
That was going to be a thing.
Lost in the first place.
I didn't even know that was going to be a thing.
Yeah.
Where's my disc? Are those? There's a bunch of shirts that are going to be made for the sci-fi convention for the staff to wear. They usually have something written on them because they're sponsored. We're sponsored by the Horror Channel, but I'm lucky. I don't have to wear something that says Horror Channel. It says horror on one side and channel on the other, which is hysterical. So, it's like you're just walking around with a horror t-shirt on. And basically, I helped one of my friends because she's funny. I helped one of my friends basically tape up the E at the end of the. I love that. I thought that was hysterical. He just walked around with horror written on for the rest of the convention. It was hysterical. Luckily, they don't have t-shirts my size. But no, what they have instead this year is basically because Star Trek is also on the Horror Channel. They've basically got like they've got shortened versions of the Star Trek on them. So basically, they don't have it. It's really annoying because basically you've got TOS, original series, TNG, the Next Generation, just STE, Star Trek Enterprise, and Deep Space Nine, and all that stuff. And of course, they don't have a Star Trek Discovery. It's unfair. I want people to have STD written all over them. But no, it's really annoying because basically instead of that, they've got all the other ones, but when it comes to Discovery, it just says disco. It's like, yeah, everyone's gonna have disco written on them instead. It's like, seriously? I would rather have STD written on me. It's just so annoying. But no, I just saw somebody got like the shipment of shirts the other day, and I was like, that's actually quite funny. It's stupid. I'm just going to be wearing my Starfleet uniform, my original series Starfleet uniform. Okay, and Discording.
Thanks, helicopter.
What?
You didn't hear that in the background?
It's something, but I thought you meant like you're talking to somebody.
No.
When I go back now. Just let it go. My chair made a funny noise. And Dunsies.
Awesome. Oh, it's really cool.
Hmm.
I like it. Once more of it. Trying so hard.
Well. Now what? Oh, that's what I was going to do. I was going to get a content claim on purpose. Really kill people for fun. Damn it, it's stuck in my head. Don't you dare, don't you dare. Yeah, it's playing. It's trying to play something. I knew that. Oh, apparently the Portly Gamer was live at some stage. Right, I'm going to do screen share because I want to show this because it's funny. Funny. So funny. Oh, there it is. This is what's stuck in my head right now. Putting it below.
I closed Discord and didn't even mean to.
Last year, around this time, I did a video about the top 7 games for cat lovers. Well, here we are a year later, and I think it's time to turn it over to man's best friend. I'm talking about the doggos, of course, you big old dummies. I didn't mean that. I'm sorry. You didn't deserve that. I don't have a dog costume or anything, so I'm just going to wear this hedgehog kigurumi. I'm a hedge dog. Doggos, puffers, woofers, floofers, poofers, you name them. Dogs are the best boys in all the land, so of course they're going to be the best boys in video games. There sure are a lot of them, but today I wanted to narrow it down to the top 5. Number 5 is Boomer from Far Cry 5. You find Boomer and let him out of his cage, and he's just the goodest boy right off the bat. He's so sad that his owners are dead, and rightfully so, because they must have really loved him. They even have his face on posters and a calendar, which is why Boomer deserves one of the spots as the
This is the cuteness overload because this guy is so cute.
Boomer from Far Cry 5. Not only was Boomer a faithful companion to his previous owners, he'll also be a faithful companion to you. Not only will he attack enemies on command, but he even has the courage to attack things like
He is cute. He's really cute.
Look, he's
He's really, really cute. It's
Number
annoying.
3 is
Hey, look,
Boomer
Zoe, I'm in the
from
corner.
Far Cry 5. I mean, look at him. He looks old and dirty, and yet he's so adorable. You can give him pets all the time, and he licks the camera. Did I mention you can even unlock this cute Boomer shirt right in the game? Game of the year right there, folks. It's decided. Number 2 is Boomer from Far Cry 5. He's so realistic. Look at the way he just sits or lays down, stretches, scratches himself. Just look. Look, he's even pooping. He's pooping. Oh, looks like he left a mess on the porch. That's okay, Boomer. You're still a good boy. It's hot in this thing. Number 1,
No.
I don't know, Growlithe, I guess. Aren't puppers just great when they're not barking in the middle of you recording a video, so it takes you twice as long as it should to record? Well, bye.
Yeah, I got that
Thank you so
music
much for watching
stuck in my
this.
head. The music in the background of when he's dancing. I got that stuck in my head. How do you like that? Well, bye.
Wow, that was cute.
He's adorable. He's really adorable. Annoying. He's stricken with straightness, though, unfortunately.
Oh,
Yeah. He's mortally wounded with straightness.
it's a terrible disease to have.
I know, right? He's in the later stages of it as well. He's got he's got a wife and everything. It's so annoying.
A few of my friends, unfortunately, have straightness in them.
We got this one. This is the video I was talking about with the advert.
Man, I sure do love playing video games on my PS4, PS3, PS Vita, Engage, 2DS, 2DS XL, and Tiger Gamecom. But I just can't get myself to play video games on this PC. Not with these pieces of junk.
Hey there, buddy. Sounds like you need to step up your PC game setup.
Oh my god. It's the YouTube's The Portly Gamer from the interwebs. I've seen you on the YouTube.com.
That's right, it's me, the Portly Gamer.
Oh, this is the best thing of my life. Who needs the lotto when you meet the Portly Gamer? My father will finally be proud of me and give me that inheritance money. Oh, my life is fulfilled. All my dreams and aspirations finally are coming together.
Did I hear you say you want to take your PC gaming to the next level?
Yes.
Fantastic. It's time to level up and game on and other gaming-oriented marketing lingo with Razer products.
Razor? Well, if I shave, all my friends will desert me.
No, you big old idiot. I'm talking about Razer, one of the most awesome, most bestest gaming gear brands ever. Now let's level up those garbage peripherals with some Razer. Do you like RGB lighting?
What does RGB stand for?
You big old stupid. Everybody knows RGB stands for real good butter. Rogers Green Beer. Reigning Green Brothers. Rare goat beef. Roger George's Bushes. You can buy things like the Black Widow Tournament Edition Chroma V2 or the Tartarus Chroma V2. Or if you want to be a complete tool like yours truly, you can even buy the Death State Death Adder mouse.
Does paying for this make you automatically better at the game?
Oh, Christian, that's just silly. But yes, that's absolutely, yeah, that's
Gee, that sounds pretty excessive and unnecessary. I'm in.
You got it, bud. Now, how's about you start enjoying those fine Razer products? Game on.
Are you a wizard? What is happening right now? This is insane. What is this stuff just appear out of nowhere? This is insane. You break the laws of physics with this kind of stuff. This is illegal. Get out. Get out. Take your voodoo with you. I don't care how good your razors are. Just get out of here. What's on my head? What is this? What's going on right
In the market for some sweet Razer products? Click the link in the description below. We promise they won't magically appear on your desk like some form of satanic witchcraft.
I love that. We promised they wouldn't appear on your desk like some kind of satanic witchcraft. It's good. It's just too good.
Hello, ladies and gentlemen. It's the Portly Gamer again, and today I'm bringing you something different once again. And I'm going to try my first ever product review. So let's see how this goes. So today I wanted to talk about the Razer Tartarus V2 right here. The reason I wanted to talk about it is because I purchased it recently, and I don't really see a lot of reviews out there about it, and I feel like there's some things I want to touch on about it that maybe, if you're looking into buying it, You might want to know. And just to reiterate, this is not a sponsored video. I purchased this with my own money a couple months ago, actually. And here we go. So what product review would be complete without an unboxing? There it is. So if you don't know, maybe you do because you looked at this video.
Okay. There it is. It's just so, there it is. He's just so, yeah. I just want to give him a big squishy hug. He just seems so sweet, and he's funny. Yeah. It's all good. What the fuck? Does somebody keep coming in and out of the? Yeah. Tubbs, you sound like Tubbs. You sound like me, says Panda Folks. Was that when I was doing the kind of Valley Go accent thing earlier? It's so hot. I think that was. Anyway, I'm probably gonna go, but I just wanted to show you that because I just found that hilarious.
Yeah, thanks.
He's only recently just hit 1,000 subscribers. It's weird, you know. He made.
I totally wasn't aware until you mentioned him. So yeah, thanks for that.
No, I love it. The Portly Gamer on YouTube. Everyone, please subscribe to him now. Please go do that. He's awesome. Yeah. So I'm just remembering bits of like other videos. He's got like a top 100 video thing that he did. You know, the top 100 moments of the Portly Gamer, and all of that is just awesome. Very
yeah, I'll just check it out.
So I don't know what I'm doing.
So what product review would be complete without an unboxing? There it is. You know, those dogs are always barking when I try to make videos, which is why cats are better, because they do not bark. Right, Dodger? This is vodka. I think the best part about this whole game is the title screens at the start of each level. Santa's faces of pure shock and awe at most of them just brings Christmas cheer to my day. Family Dog was a short-lived primetime cartoon with Steven Spielberg and Tim Burton both having a hand in production, and it even starred the legend himself, Martin Mull. The world may have forgotten you, Marty, but I haven't. Chris McAllister, YouTube creator consultant. Oh, and he's pretty close by. It sounds like I've got a flight to catch. Now I'm gonna go to the beach, so I'm not sure what I should wear. Oh, look at that succulent peach. Lady, are you okay? Yep, she is dead. Well, better take a selfie. I was just telling our friends here about SteelSeries. What is SteelSeries, you ask? Why, it's only one of the best brands of gaming gear like mice, keyboards, and headsets, and tons of other accessories just like these. Wow, that's a sweet headset. I sure wish I had one of those. Well, you're in luck, bud. Bought one for you, too.
Oh, this is great.
Wow, Portly Gamer, This is unreal. You're not real.
What does RGB stand for?
Typical stupid. Everybody knows RGB stands for real good butter. Rogers Green Beer. Raining Green Brothers. Rare goats. Rump grabbing boys. Red gets Bulbasaur. I've got a brilliant idea.
Oh, this is good.
I can play some hardcore games like Rainbow Six Siege, Overwatch, Destiny, Dark Souls, Fortnite. I'm pretty sure nobody's playing those on YouTube. I mean, I played Full Squad as a kid and I turned out okay. Not gonna let those marketers get into my head. Oh, 7 a.m. Time for my morning 7-Up booster. Nothing quite wakes me up in the morning like the crisp, refreshing taste of 7-Up. You can buy things like the Black Widow Tournament Edition Chroma V2 or the Tartarus Chroma V2. Or if you want to be a complete tool like yours truly, you can even buy the Destiny Death Adder mouse. How can you not love a game that lets you put in a silly name and then this happens?
Mr. Boobies.
What do you want? Want to make a video with me? No. Look at the little mohawks. Mohawks. Anybody get something? But first, I'm going to go ahead and put this back on the game shelf where it belongs. My fellow YouTuber friend Blue Arachnia has challenged me to play a game called Train Simulator. I guess you could consider the Academy mode as your training mode. Virgin, which is the type of people that like these games. I'm sorry about that, if that offends anyone else. Well, this game certainly just went off the rails. Steam sale.
Wait. Say that again.
Steam sale.
A Steam sale.
Steam sale.
Yeah, Steam sale.
Steam sale.
A Steam sale.
Steam sale.
Steam sale.
My wife and I had a baby. So here he is. And we just couldn't be any happier. Right, honey? Yes! She'll be okay. Time for me to take some more selfies.
Holy fuck, he's cute.
Yeah, he's too cute.
Ooh, what's this? A nice cup of hot cocoa.
Oh, this is good.
Ooh, well, doesn't that sound delightful? Might I partake? I've got the marshmallows. Dearest Piper, it has been several years now since I have begun this arduous task.
The little giggle is just no cuteness overload.
I have literally built
Right.
a prison. I have done all that these people have asked me, and I'm pretty much broke because tier 3 things are really
I
important
just
to me.
hit
People's happiness does not
the
appear to
fly.
me. After all this time, it's still only at like 51. Bunch of ungrateful peasants is all they are. I shall see that this is the end of my pain and theirs. Sincerely yours, Mr. Boobies. I'm just gonna stick with the classic, but I'm gonna wear this backwards Famicom cap. Now I look almost as, if not as cool as, Sylvester Stallone in Over the Top. You can also throw golf balls for some reason. It doesn't really seem to have much of a purpose other than some optional quests or just being immature and throwing the balls at everyone. Hi everyone, this is Pretty Gamer, and today I'm going to show you how to look glamorous for a night out playing video games with the squad. You get a good amount of
Apparently, he got in real trouble with his wife for doing this because this is all of her makeup, and he was like, "I'm just gonna use a little bit of it." He used like tons of stuff,
It's like a pointed at the end.
and it's really expensive because
Dude, that's a lot. Gorgeous.
Yeah.
And next we have some
Oh,
some of this
God.
Yeah.
looking stuff, but it's not just for the lips. You can actually put it anywhere, like the eyebrows.
What are we
I should
doing?
get my eyebrows. I haven't done them in a while. Not gonna lie. Couple years. I have the this CoverGirl clump crusher, so it crushes your clumps. Hello, you must be beardy. Wow. Okay. What is that supposed to mean? Oh God, you got into really quickly. Oh my
Oh,
God.
no. And that's probably going to get this video taken down.
Just keeps it going. I think I'm done living in the past. Oh, my other alarm. Can't miss out on those precious reruns of Full House.
Yeah. Anyway, oh no, it's gonna play something. I can't stop it. It's not letting me pause the. There we go. Me.
Hey, guys.
Hey, what? Huh?
Hey.
Hey.
Hey. Quick question, and then I'll be gone. Is Wolfie a definite yes, or is that still kind of in the works?
Has he contacted you?
I don't really have a way of contacting him unless is he in Discord?
Yeah, he's on here. He's a Bliffwolf. He's online now and everything. I know. I'm looking at his icon right now.
Oh, sure.
It's just like, yeah, he's right over there. You know.
He's over there to the right. Wolf. Okay.
Is he even here? He's like, yeah, he's in the car with you.
He's in what?
It's like, is Wolfie in here? And it's like, yeah, he's in the car with you. Oh yeah.
How do I direct message someone?
Yeah, you just right click his name.
You know what? I'm on a phone, so I don't know what you're talking about.
What do you? How do you click? How do you even click?
God damn.
I'm not entirely sure. Yeah, I don't know if he's in or not. 100%. But
get to the bottom of this.
Yeah.
Just shake your head and just like wipe your hair out, your emo hair. You know,
just travel back to 2008 real quick.
Yeah. As you dismiss sarcasm.
No, I was just going to give you like advice for something completely different, you know, just because it's funny. So what you got to do is you have to put it on a wash cycle, and then you have to how to fix a dishwasher. You just got to you got to put salt in the dishwasher, dude. That's what you got to do. Damn it.
That's some really good advice.
I know, right? Too bad it's for the wrong thing. I was just imagining Eddie's advice for the cooking advice. What you gotta do is you gotta put a teaspoon under your tongue, and you just kill yourself.
In that order.
Yeah.
It's really easy to get the two confused.
I forget that you guys haven't seen all of the Tomska videos and all of his like he had a vlogging thing as well. The guy made stuff movies and stuff. And one of them he gives up on the vlogging thing and basically just has a everybody did my video this week thing instead of me filming it. And one of them is basically the Eddie cooking show, which is great. It's great fun. Yeah, just the professional.
I subscribed to him after you told me about it. I'm gonna have to go through and watch some more of this stuff.
Well, this is on the Dark Squid channel. Yeah. I'm not gonna play the entire thing because it's like 26 minutes long. So
Okay.
just trying to find the Eddie bit. Bink, bink, bink.
The week begins as it tends to do with a Monday, and Some of you may notice that I am not Tom, even though I am also white and hairy. The reason behind this is because Tom's basically taken a week off, and so
Yeah. Okay.
you. No, not you. Not you. Not you. That one's racist. All right, now we have garlic bread cooking in the oven. We can cook our rice, and then all we do is wait. Oh, sick. Red kidney beans. So if you had to describe a professional chef, how do you stop crying? Okay. Now that the meat is successfully.
There we go. Okay, and I've got. No, fuck off. Okay, and now I've got to quickly go over to YouTube, do the thing with the stuff. People.
What the thing?
There he is. There's Eddie, looking all handsome again. I love Eddie. Anyway, and play.
On fire! Fuck. Right, so we need to cut up an onion. Now, everyone asks me as a professional chef, how do you stop crying when you're cutting an onion? And this is a true tip. This is a true tip. It works. You need to get a spoon, a little spoon, and you put it under your tongue, and then you just fucking kill yourself. That's what made me cry. Mum died on an onion farm. It's Alison.
It's fucking awesome.
Yes, Dark Squidge, that's the name of his vlogging channel. Not his vlogging channel, the Tomska's vlogging channel. But yeah, I don't think they're actually making any videos anymore. Anyway, and back to the endless window of nothing, despair. There we go. I only say that because it just does the infinity loop thing. You know, the screenshot of the screen share of the screen share of the screen share for infinity.
Picturing you as like a tech support person, be like, okay, and then you're gonna right click on the window of despair.
And you just fucking kill yourself.
You guys are the best. I gotta go now.
I'm gonna go to.
We got with Wolfie. Yeah, I'm gonna. Okay.
Okay.
I just had a stroke. Bye.
No, please don't say that.
Bye, Chris. Take care.
Right, I am also gonna go.
All right.
I am also human. Yeah, I am also gonna go. Yeah, I'll probably be doing another live stream tomorrow, although I don't know what's happening because it's the weekend, so that's gonna be fun. I've got a video to edit, and I've got the cards to do still. So many cards. It's hot.
I feel you there. Hot over here as well.
But once I turn the stream off, then basically I can put the fan on, so that'll be nice.
Yeah.
Anyway, well, it makes it really uncomfortable because I had a nice shower, and I made myself feel all nice and not sweaty and not shit by having a nice cool shower. And then I came out of the shower, and now when I rub my tummy, my hand doesn't go smoothly over my tummy because of the moisture. This is great. Anyway, belly buzz for you guys.
No.
And belly salute. What?
I bet the black shirt doesn't help.
Well, it's not sunny, it's night.
So,
Shut up.
I don't know.
Yeah, we might go to the movies, Jeff, but if it's usually in the weekends, we try to go like on Sunday or not when it's super busy. Plus, they better be air conditioner, otherwise, just forget it. Guys, sorry, Jeff and Panda Fox. I'm so sorry if you feel like you've been left out because I have been mainly focused on talking with the guys in the chat. But I do read everything that you put in the chat. I do. I care, honest. I do.
Yeah, but not care tubs.
I do. No, I do. Seriously, I've got way too much random pop culture shit stuck in my head because now I just played The Grinch and it's not even fucking Christmas. You know, my God, the toys are full. They'll be destroyed, and I care. What's the deal? Oh yeah, it's Jim Carrey, isn't it? That's why it's in my head.
Yeah.
Goddamn pet is blue. Anyway.
And they're about to make another French movie. So.
Yeah, I know. Will they stop doing that, please? It's time for a reboot. Why?
I know, right?
Because we haven't had a reboot of it in a while.
This does not seem necessary at this point. We have so many Grinches.
Yeah, because they said that it's going to be a completely computer animated Grinch film, and it's like, didn't you already do that for like Cartoon Network like 2 years ago? Shut up. Right? Yeah, they did. It was like one of the promotional things for like either the Lorax or Horton Hears a Who. It's way too much for my speech impediment to deal with the whole sentence.
Yeah.
But you know which one I mean. But yeah, they did like a promotional thing. It was like a kind of like a cartoon, like one of those really badly animated cartoons on Cartoon Network, or it's either Cartoon Network, the Disney Channel, or Disney Junior, whatever that's called. I remember it clearly. It definitely exists somewhere. It's like, seriously, this movie already exists. Fuck off, please.
Yeah. That's how I feel about it right now.
It's like enough already. It's like, but the reason why they're remaking it is because it's people think that it was bad, and it's like, but it wasn't bad.
Which one?
The Jim Carrey one.
People thought that was bad?
Yeah, people didn't like it. Apparently. Well, but when that's not true.
What?
The majority of people basically just thought it was meh. You know, they didn't really think anything of it.
I thought a lot of people really got into it when they came out.
No, a lot of people did, but not enough. Most of the people just thought it was okay. So yeah.
Okay.
Whatever though. It doesn't look bad from what I remember of what I saw in the trailer. Anyway, guys, I'm going to basically sit here with the fan on and either play on the computer or check mail or one of those things until I get nice and cool enough to go into the house.
Sounds good.
It's like 3:30 a.m. here. It's so hot. It's so uncool. Anyway. Say bye, Tubbs, and I'll hit the goodbye button.
Bye, Jeff.
I yawned.
You're still here.
I yawned in the middle of my saying stuff. It just didn't come out right.
What?
Thank you, Jeff. Nothing.